Welcome back to my channel and my tutorial series of paintings. This painting is how to fine art. The old masters made this style of, they were doing fine art paintings of glassware, fruits and vegetables on a table with lamps, and it has stood the test of time. It's still one of the most sought after works or ways of paintings in museums and galleries all over the world. I came up with my own way of doing it. I love vases because I love flowers. I eventually plan to make my own clay vases. I eventually plan to collect vases because I think they're just a strange, cool piece of glassware to just have around. Like even one I use to give my snakes water, they're just cool to have. What you want to do when you're making something fine art or still life, what they would call it, is you find a few subject matters. How I go about it now, I was taught, was you get a few subject matters. You don't really focus too much on what the background may be, but you place everything on a table, a desk, something of that nature, and you make it as organized as possible. I like to paint from my brain a lot. I don't like to use reference because I feel like that takes away from the creativity or the artistic ability, really just going eye to hand instead of brain to hand. So I started this one off with a vase. Vases, everything is shapes. I started off with a big circle or a cylinder with loops on it. I like big cylinder, dips on the side. To make anything look three-dimensional, you always have a darker value and you always have a lighter value. Now, with still life, you always have to incorporate, in my opinion, some sort of food. So I was like, we'll do these weird blue fruit. I'll put them sparingly around the table. So far it's just a vase with it's nothing in it. It's just there. It's that piece of glassware that will be the focus of the painting. This is me makeshifting the background because the background's kind of important, because in the Baroque paintings they would always do like a light ombre of colors in the background. To me, I feel like you have to get your background in so that it doesn't get in the way of the subject that you're going to be putting on the still lifes. Now this is me adding values to what would be a blueberry fruit of some sort. It's a made up fruit. I don't know what that fruit is, but it's just blue. It's like a blue apple. Adding in some more background now. When you're making a painting, you want to have a focal point. The focal point can either be words or shape, or it can be whatever it is you want. Some people go dead center. I'm going to put the focal point in the center. What I like to do is I make the focal point the biggest part of the image, and it's either on the left side, the right side, or the bottom. I do it that way so that the painting is readable like a book almost. Like when you first see this image, you're gonna see the vase. So where would that place you? Places you somewhere nice, somewhere cool, because not everybody has vases. There's not vases everywhere. This next shape that I'm placing is a pumpkin. A lot of ways to paint. It's all shadows. It's all where the light hits something. You don't have to directly paint anything on there. It's all just, how is the eye seeing it? Just by me putting those lines there, you can tell it's some sort of squash, right? The color I use is green, so it's like either that buttersquash or it's a pumpkin. And it's like just by adding 3 lines, you can already just tell that that's going to be right there in the center. Now it does take a long time to get that comfortable with your drawing ability or your painting ability to know that. But I have been doing this for a very long time at this point, and I have practiced this almost exact image. I had a teacher make us do still lifes, just drawing wise, over and over and over again. And he was teaching us that because, of course, they're the most sold works, right? Everybody wants that normal, goes on your wall anywhere. It's always good. It's always necessary in the art world. Now, this next part, what I'm adding in is a doll, and doing things like dolls or teddy bears, usually people dial in on what the texture of it may be, like the fur. For me, I'm always like, I just want to get it down and express that all painting ability is capable. If I wanted to get extremely detailed and make the vase look like a real piece of glass based on how I did it, that I'm able and capable to do that I'm able to do a full still life, completely huge and large if I needed to, just by seeing the way that I'm able to do this. Now, the trick to being able to paint fine art is want it to be still. If you want it to look like nothing's moving, but everything just looks elegant. It's supposed to sit there. It's supposed to be a centerpiece. So one thing I will say about all of this painting is subject matter matters. When you look at all this, it is a strange bunch of things, but it's like a still life. There's food involved. So here's a pumpkin. Here's some blue fruit. They could be making a pie. They could be making anything. Or it's just Halloween decorations. We're going in the summertime, but after summertime, October is coming up. Because this is what a table would look like in that time of year. The doll is just, it's something I like to place in things. It means a lot to me, mostly because I feel like when it comes to painting and things like that, it's like I am the martyr, but at the same time, I am the puppet and the puppeteer. It's like I painted on things just for those reasons. I didn't get into a whole lot of detail about the table, but this is basically essentially how you make those fine art still life everyday paintings that people love in your own style. In this part, I'm loving to, or accentuating the vase, because it's gonna be the focal point of the painting, and I want it to be known that I could have made it look like there was fluid in there, could have made it look like it was see-through glass. That's something that once I learned how to do it, it's been like a cheat code ever since. It's a very important skill to have if you're going to be doing still life. This part we call damage. So like some painters, what they like to do is they make a pretty image and then they go, so how do I now destroy this image? And I don't like to do it often, but sometimes it is a good touch to just be like, I'm gonna add a bunch of spots in a random spot, or I'm gonna add these random shapes in. I'm gonna put a cloud there. It doesn't really make sense to have a cloud on a table, but they're just kind of how it worked out. Everything is composition. How are you placing your subjects on the canvas? These canvases are a new size for me. I think they're like 14 by 14. And I typically work big, but I thought with this series of videos that I would do it in a size where I was very comfortable with. And there you have it. You have now painted your first still life very easily, very fun. It's gonna dry beautiful. And I hope you enjoyed mine. Like, comment, subscribe. This one was a quick one.